his wife left him, the 28-year-old man marries 4 women in one day. Call Loyam La, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Baharakah Kwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Barakia, Babakwa Shah, Wa, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Barakatham. Double honors to the Zaquanium, apostles, and bishops. Peace and blessings to the sincere, the elect, the 144,000, 1/3 men, women, children. May Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai be with us always. Hear our prayers and repentance and deliver us from the hour of temptation and destruction. Shalom, this your brother Labanah with another video, Lord, with us edifying. So you heard what I just read to you. All right, it said 28-year-old man from Kuwait decided to prove to his ex-wife that there is not one, but several women who would agree to marry him. All right, so you see him in this picture right here. And a man is supposed to have, a man can have multiple wives. You know, here in America, it's deemed like you deleted somebody or something. Like, oh, you can't do that. You a bigamist. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know, so over here in this selfish ass world, America, which is upside down, because they'll promote 2 men, you know, so-called marrying each other. And I say so-called married because 2 men can't marry each other, man. You hear me? Marriage is sex between a man and a woman. You know, you be fruitful, multiply, bring children in the world. That's your wife, that's your family. And when they get older, they do the same thing. You hear me? 2 females can't marry each other. 2 men can't marry each other. The shit is asinine. You hear me? All right? It's out of order, and this place is wicked. You know? But here in America, having multiple wives is looked down upon. You know? Look what Neo doing. Look what Cam Newton doing. These dudes got multiple, wives or whatever. And these people, you know, these blogs and these so-called black women and these females, they losing their mind over it. But they have multiple men in their phones who they label piece of guy, cable, rent, or this guy here gonna play my car note. You know what I'm saying? They all out of order. They praise homosexuality. They praise females so-called having multiple husbands. You know what I'm saying? Them heathenistic customs. You know what I'm saying? They praise that, but as soon as a man get 4, 7, 8 wives, his complete order of wives he's supposed to get, you know what I'm saying, he can handle or whatever, you know, they always say, oh, that's down, that's wrong, what about that? You hear me? But they can do it, though. It's cool for them to do it, you know? So when you go through the scriptures in the Bible, they always talking about the Bible, but when you go through the Bible, you hear me, there's an account where men had multiple wives. How the hell you think we got here? You hear me? How you think we got here? You know? The 12 tribes of Israel, we have different mothers, man. You hear me? The 12 sons, but we brothers. We have different mothers. You hear me? All right? You got Abraham, Jacob, David, Solomon, Gideon. Come on, man. You hear me? Had multiple wives. You can have multiple wives. You know? But here in this society, especially over here in America, it's just me. It's just me. You hear me? It ain't no just you, man. You hear me? And then they like to bring up, oh, you just want sex and just have sex with, and that's the main thing they bring up, sex. Well, actually, it ain't just about sex. Having multiple wives benefits the family, you hear me? Benefits the family in all ways, not just sex. But just in case you on your period, I got my other wife to have sex with, man. You hear me? All right? So the Lord ain't make all these females on the planet for nothing, to be selfish, to tied to her for like 40, 50 years with that one female, man. She's sitting up there, don't want to have sex. Hey, oh, my head hurt and shit like that. You hear me? Then her head hurt. Then if it ain't that, she mad at you. Then if it ain't that, it's something else. You know what I'm saying? Get away from that kind of shit, man. Get away from that. For real, all the attitudes and no sex, no type of nothing. Get out of there, man. Because a lot of these females masculine as shit, and they be creeping behind your back, man. You heard me? So having multiple wives, a man's supposed to have multiple wives. We are men, man. You heard me? We can multitask. You know. All right. So it says young man married 4 women after his wife left him. A few months after the marriage, reports informing The woman had told him that no one would agree to marry him. And that's what these American females be saying. Nope, you ain't gonna find nobody better than me. You ain't gonna find nobody better than me. That's that pride, man. And then you find a real woman who 20 times better than her. 144 times better than her, you hear me? She's submissive. She, you know what I'm saying? She listen. All right? She cook, she clean, she soft-spoken, she's soft, her body, she's soft, she womanly, you hear me? She dressed, she sexy, you hear me? And she freaky too. It's your woman, you hear me? It's very rare that you find her. but they out there. There's one out there, you hear me? And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about these bitches that's not real women. I'm not talking about, the Akwaf. You know what I'm saying? The Akwaf that's trying. I'm talking about these Americanized, bubblehead females out here, man. All right? That woman worship, get on one knee, marry me, so I can divorce you later and take your money. You hear me? Take your money, put you on child support. That's them. Only with you temporarily, just to say, well, all right, now I got pregnant by this dude. I'm about to put him on child support because there's free money. That's all I wanted in the first place. But all right. So it says, in an attempt to get revenge, it says the 28-year-old Kuwaiti man married 4 women, which is allowed under Salakia. How you say that? Sharia law. The groom decided to have a big wedding and spent over $27,000 on his honeymoon. All right, so he made her look completely stupid, man. You hear me? Because these females, man, especially these American females, and a lot of these women all over the world is watching these American females and starting to act like them, man. You hear me? You got the ones you say you got the ones with the they come from these other lands and they start living in America and they become feminists and they be proud and they out of their mind, out of their body. You hear me? And that's why if you get you a woman from another land, man, don't bring her over here. You hear me? Don't bring her over here, cause at least don't let them American females get a hold of her. You hear me? Isaiah 4:1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Salaki. Every time you're doing a video, here come that yawning demon, man. All right. So you heard what that just said. Let me read the New International Version, Isaiah 4:1. In that day, 7 women will take hold of one man and say, we will eat our own food and provide our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace, because a woman's supposed to have a husband. No ifs and buts about that. You're supposed to have a husband. You're supposed to have a head over you. If you don't have no head on your body, how your body supposed to walk? How you supposed to know what's going on? You can't even live without a brain. You can't even live without a head, man. You need your head. You hear me? We your head over you. We is your head. But here in America, they teach the woman, you're the man, you're the woman, you're the mama and a daddy. You don't need no man. Be masculine. Be masculine. Pick up that car and throw it over there like the Hulk. You the man. Take control. Tell him, man, come on, man. This place finished. You know what I'm saying? Here, man, we don't know what real woman is here, man. At all. Ever since you're a little boy, you see how these women rock. You see how they rock, you hear me? You got mamas, aunties, cousins. You see how they be rocking and treating these men. You hear me? Especially if you from where I'm from. You hear me? They extra masculine. You hear me? They brolic. They shoulders thick as a motherfucker. You hear me? They swinging bolos. They smoking Black and Milds, drinking 40s like men. You hear me? They voice deep. Hello. They out their body. You hear me? So in this day, cause you know in the kingdom we're gonna have multiple wives and plenty of children. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be beautiful, man. So this talking about now. This is you know it's talking about now. You know Jacob's trouble coming, and a lot of Jake gonna be so tired of the so-called, especially the so-called black woman, so-called black female. You hear me? They're gonna be turning you the fuck down, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You hear me? Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that time, ain't gonna even want you. No, I'm good. You hear me? They're gonna remember you was a headache. I remember you from somewhere. No, you good. You on your own. You don't need a man. Remember that shit? You hear me? In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. See that? One man. It ain't say one woman shall have multiple husbands. 7 men shall take hold of one woman. They ain't say that shit. You hear me? But yeah, man, Shalom.